Hello and welcome back to Comp Talk. So again, joining us tonight we have Elspeth Corman and Joey Giovanni.
That's right.
All right, salute for Rignos. Woo!
Salute for Rignos. This Saturday down at Rhythm and Brews.
All right, thank you, Joey.
All right.
Tonight we were going to have a couple special guests who are so dear to my heart. Jenny Levin, a darling British composition instructor at Colorado State University, and Noah Al-Hadidi, an international visually impaired student. They were going to join us tonight to share their stories, but they unfortunately had other engagements. Noah is going through training to get a guide dog in Boring, Oregon. It's a real place, Boring, Oregon. I've seen it. I've driven by. And Jenny is visiting England to watch the wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton. Woo! All right. But they did provide me with some great insight from our interview that I did with them last week, and I'd like to share some of their insights they gave me with you this evening. So, do you guys know Jenny and Noah? No.
They don't work at Bernard College.
They don't work at Bernard, no. And there's only one disabled student there, so me.
Just the one.
Just the one, okay. So I met with Noah several weeks ago, and we chatted about his experience as a composition student. I first asked Noah about the challenges he faced as a composition student, and he claimed that the most difficult part was researching and finding sources because sometimes they weren't accessible for him. He couldn't even read the databases, and he couldn't do anything. I felt bad for him, but he got through it. That's the important part. Good teachers do that for students. They accommodate. He also said that another challenge is making sure his essays are readable since he is not often aware of the font size, the color, or the format. He doesn't even know if some words are capitalized. I should know. I have a friend that works very closely with him, and he adores her. It's true. All right. So Noah told me that Jenny has been a really good help. She's accommodated him with so many things, and she is one of the best teachers he's ever worked with. I asked Noah why. What makes Jenny so great? It's because she's such a doll? And he said, no, it's because she adjusts materials and is willing to listen to his needs as a blind student. You probably know this with Alejandro.
I do.
Noah also claimed that many teachers he had in the past didn't listen because they didn't know what to do. They were afraid to work with him because they didn't know. I can understand. It's nerve-wracking. I bet when Weasel lost his digits, you were like, what do I do? How does he play the guitar? How we do a band? Right?
We couldn't find his digits.
So, I asked Noah if he had any tips for teachers, in the future that might be working with him or watching tonight's program or with us. And he said, if you want to accommodate disabled students, you have to be patient and most of all willing to change. He also said you have to be honest and don't worry about asking silly questions or clarification for things. Maintain good communication with the student, he said. I also asked Noah if he has encountered any stereotyping in the classroom, and he said that some teachers he has worked with and also resources for disabled students at CSU, they're under the impression that if you've seen one blind student, you've seen them all, and they do the same thing, but that's not true. It's not true always. It's really hard. But he's a great kid. He's a good kid. So, Noah finds this mentality troubling. And he told me that accommodation and the needs of each student is different, and that teachers shouldn't assume all students with a particular disability are the same. Not everyone's the same. Like Elspeth, you were saying you think everyone's the same. You think you know me. Everyone's a little different, but,
I wrote a book.
She did write a book.
And just because you wrote a book?
Writing in the dark.
Just because you wrote writing in the dark, it don't mean
that's true. That's true.
Smart.
So I'm going to tell you guys this one more thing about Noah. What he
don't
said.
Mean you're smart.
Listen, Joey. Listen what he said to me.
Listen to the woman.
He
don't
said,
mean you're smart.
He said that he wants people to be aware of the issues of disabled students, that the things that they face in their daily lives, and not to be afraid to work with them. They're just like everybody else. Just like you and me. Really. All right?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
High five.
Okay, Joe. Good. Yeah, thank
Me and you.
Yeah.
We both play the koto.
It's true. So in Jenny's
It's a
interview,
musical instrument.
she had a lot of helpful suggestions and powerful insight regarding this topic. I asked Jenny about the challenges she faced with working with disabled students, and she responded with a question. That's just how Jenny is. She said, when we provide accommodations and change the way we might normally teach for one student with a disability, are we neglecting the needs of other students? She answered her own question. She said many students claim that they are visual learners and appreciate pictures, graphs, or other aids. However, when a blind student enters a classroom, it's tempting to teach in a more auditory or tactile way and avoid visual aids that you have to explain. But then she went on, she told me about last semester that she hardly used any visuals in the classroom because Noah was blind and he was in her class. But this semester she tried to include more for the benefit of everyone. And she even told me, she said that Noah is working this semester in a group presentation that involves visuals for the benefit of the audience. This is something she said she would never have considered last semester. I say, bravo, Jenny Levin, bravo. Jenny
Levin.
It's true. Jenny said she has overcome these challenges by thinking not in terms of disability, but to consider the needs of the class and individual students. Once again, bravo, Jenny Levin.
Bravo, Jenny Levin.
They're all individuals, all like individual snowflakes. Thank you, Joe.
Does a snowflake sound for you?
Snowflakes. And Jenny also says that if we are encouraging all students to think about what they need to do in order to improve their writing, then this promotes self-awareness of their own writing process. What a great teacher. I adore her. I adore her. All right. Now, just to wrap everything up, we've talked a lot tonight about a lot of different subjects with disabled students. And I thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Joey. Thank you. But before we say goodbye and we finish everything up, I got a little crafty the other day and I made a top 10 list. Okay. So I'm going to stand behind you guys just so everybody can see. Get a good view here. There is one typo. Sorry about that. So number one, here's the list. Top 10 suggestions for working with disabled students. Number 1, don't panic. Enjoy the experience and opportunity to help students succeed. Number 2, find a mentor who has experience working with disabled students. I'm sure, maybe not at Bernard College, but there are teachers at college campuses, wherever you end up teaching, Joey, anywhere. You can find people who have experience. And I mean, even Elspeth, she has one student. Alejandro, one. Okay, hey, Elspeth, do you want to read number 3? Number three.
Listen to the students. Understand them.
It's just like Noah and Jenny both said, listen. Are we on here? Can you hear me? That's listen. All right. Joy. Number four.
Realize that each student may require different accommodations. Different hotels, motels.
Joey, such a kidder. No, remember what Jenny said. No, and I got this from a book. It's true. Jenny, other people, experts, they say it. All right, I will read number 5. Communicate with the school service programs. Communicate. Resources for disabled students. That's how you know what to do. Communication is the key, and listen to them too. All right, Elspeth, number 6, go.
Implement proper equipment to assist in learning.
I bet you had to do that with Alejandro.
I did.
Yes. All right. Number 7, Joey.
Provide students with confidence and help them build existing skills. I like that one. You gotta build upon a pond.
Build a pond. It's like scaffolding. It's like building a bridge. It's building. Okay,
you can't build a bridge without a foundation.
You can't.
Right?
No. Oh. All right. Number 8. Help students identify and develop strategies they can use in the future for their future academic endeavors. All right. I'm kind of having an epiphany here. I'm going to tell you guys in a minute. But Elspeth, number 9.
Avoid stereotyping students. Recognize them individually.
Exactly. Jenny, Noah, both said it. Experience. You have experience. You have
Alejandro.
experience.
That's easy to recognize them individually when you only got one disabled student. Anyways, number 10. Offer students a variety of ways to communicate. Cell phones.
Cell phones, that's
I
good.
don't think that's what that means.
I would do office hours. Office hours.
But you
Top
don't think
10
that a
list.
cell phone is a way that people
Oh, no,
communicate?
Top 10 list. Woo, woo, woo.
Alejandro had no.
Oh, right.
Alejandro.
Okay, you too. I'm gonna wrap things up over here. Okay. All right. I'm glad you enjoyed the cake. It's so good. All right. Okay.
That's good cake.
Looks
It
very
is.
nice.
Do you
Well.
like the way that the cake looks?
Well. Before I leave you, I want to say that top 10 list is for every student, disabled, non-disabled, blue, black, green, whatever. We're all the same and we're there to teach students. I'm going to leave you with a quote from Jenny. Okay. All students need to be taught well and need to develop an awareness of strategies that they can use. Jenny says, I need to put the same effort that I put into working with ESL and disabled students into teaching regular students. Well said, Jenny.
Feeding it.
Well said.
Mouth shut.
All right.
You want some?
Well, that is all for us
Uh-huh.
tonight here on Com Talk. I
I
want to
think she wants
thank my
some cake.
guests once again,
I think
Dr.
she wants some
Elfman
cake.
Carmen and Ty Giovanni,
Eat that.
for being with us tonight. I hope you all have gained some insight from these beautiful Yiddish talks. Please join us next week where we'll be discussing the topic of multimodal instruction and visual rhetoric with our guest Cynthia Self and Wysocki.
Hey, come see my show.
Good night and thank you for joining us this evening.
The Lou Ferrignos.
Buy my book.
Elizabeth.